Since that's such a part of you guys' life now, how does it feel that we kind of don't understand it completely? You notice I always send, motivational videos to you, self-learning motivations, hoping that I can change her algorithm so that's all
That's
she
why you
sees.
do it. I don't even open half of them.
Oh, that's why. That's why.
TikTok's like listening to me and they know what I'm like feeling or like talking about with other people, so they put that on my feed.
I'm not gonna lie, I was actually pretty happy when I heard TikTok was about to be banned. I was
Yeah, I
like,
know,
yes,
because I can.
God is good.
Welcome to Parenting Untapped by Ali Talks. Join my father and I as we dive into the mind of a teenager and discover what it takes to build a strong, effective relationship with your teen.
Hi, welcome back to another episode of Parenting Untapped. For those that don't know us, I'm Ali, your host, and this is my father, Tony, your co-host. Today, we're going to delve into social media and how it shapes our identity, and how parents can actually connect with their teens in a world where social media is basically running your child.
Yeah, so let's start with the app that I hate the most. I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about.
TikTok?
No.
Snap. Oh my gosh.
What is it? Snapchat Streak. Tell me about it because I want to know, why do you guys do that?
Like
And I'm not
streak.
sure if the audience out there know about this, but I'm pretty sure they've seen it before, but
Okay, so Snapchat, like little yellow icon app. So basically what you do is just send a bunch of pictures and videos back and forth as streaks. And a streak is basically where you have to send one snap a day. Like you have 24 hours and there's like a time symbol where it shows you like if you're running out of time to send that snap.
it's way more than that though. It is so annoying. When we're at dinner, we're sitting down at a restaurant and I see this.
I don't
And
do
it's
that.
like
I
everything
don't
you're
do that.
doing is kind of like she's like collecting a diary of every movement throughout the day. I don't even know who it's going to, but it bugs the heck out of me.
Okay, so there's some people who like really overuse it, and sometimes like it's a way to like communicate with your other like friends, I guess, and show like what you're doing throughout the day, and you can even text like in the snap, so it shows like your emotion and your kind of like your thought process like of what you're feeling when you're
So it's like a journal logging your every
kinda.
movement.
So like if you're like, hey, what are you doing, right? You're gonna send a picture of like you smiling, like, hey, what you doing?
Wow.
Or you can just send like the wall, you can send the treadmill, and then like sometimes like when people send food, you'll be like, oh, what food are you getting? Like, oh, is that good?
And everybody says this. Is this like, I mean, obviously it's pretty common.
Okay, a lot of people do it, but I know like a lot of my friends don't use Snap. They think, well, it's kind of dumb. Okay, like I admit that. Like I feel like it's kind of dumb, but
You do it.
yeah, because okay, we have streaks, so like you can earn up to like 400 day of streaks, right? And it's like I feel like if I lose it, like I just like I don't know. I don't like to lose streaks, but then if you lose your streak, you can also pay to get it back.
You pay?
Yeah, pay. It's like 99 cents to pay.
What do you mean pay? I never knew this.
Oh.
Well, why would you pay because you weren't active on it? So
Yeah,
you gotta pay.
like you were
So what do you get when you have this, I guess, continuous streak going on?
I mean nothing. It's just a streak. Like symbol right next to like the name, like, oh, you got like 40 days of streak, 41 days of streak.
Are you cool? Like, does it make you cool if you do that? Like, if you had like
No.
1,000,000 days of streaks?
I mean it's cool to me, like, oh wow. Like wow, we've been like snapping for
Is it
300
just
days.
you and a specific person, or is it you to anybody? Like, I don't understand.
Oh, there's like a thing where you can like mass snap everybody, like the same thing. But usually it's like the back and forth is like with one person.
Jesus.
It's like having a conversation within the snap.
So let me get this straight. So you pay if you miss a day of streaking.
Oh, you don't have to pay, but like I want to pay.
You want to pay.
Yeah, because I lost a streak.
Okay, but what are you losing?
The
Tell me,
streak.
what are you losing?
You're
Like, I don't
losing the
know.
streak.
Okay, why can't you just start a new streak?
But like, what if you had like 60 days of like, okay, I wouldn't pay if it was like, oh, it was 10 days, right? I'll just like redo it. But if it's someone important to me and I lost like a 300 day streak, like recently, and then I had to pay 99 cents, like, oh my gosh, we were both so busy. Like,
What the
It's keeping the
freak?
friendship alive.
Okay, I hate it even more now that I know there's paying involved. Who created this? Snapchat created this, and then you guys just fed into it.
I think okay, I don't think a lot of people
So,
would
but do
pay.
you enjoy it? I mean, is it something that you guys actually enjoy to do, or is it just
Some days, like, I
because
mean,
everybody does it, you have to
it's
do it?
just a form of messaging.
Okay, but why do you have to have a streak? I don't know if I'm old school or what. I still don't understand what is this streak like. Do you get points?
No, you
Do
don't
you
get
have high
anything.
ranking? Like,
You don't get anything. Oh, but there are like best friend lists. Like there's like 8 people on your best friend list, like 1, 2, 3. Like it's ranked, and it's like whoever you interact with the most is up there. But like that's not why I do it.
okay,
I've been doing this since middle school, and I think it's just like more of the fact like everybody else is doing it. Like even sometimes I'm like tired to open the snaps, but it's just like it's like because like sometimes like that's like my way of contact with people.
Huh, interesting. So, I mean, but again, I don't know if you answered me, but do you enjoy doing this, or is it because
No, yeah,
everybody?
I'm texting my friends.
But how come some people don't do it and some people do it? Like, I don't get it. Like,
Because there's no point to it.
then what makes one person want to do something like this versus another?
I actually was talking about this with my friend recently, and we were like, "Oh, I don't know what the point of like streaks are, but like we just do it."
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. How do you feel when I don't get it? And obviously, I'm like, why you keep doing that? This shit is dumb.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I snap my dad to people.
Oh, is that why you take pictures of me at dinner and stuff?
Yeah, and I send it to specific people.
But why?
I'm like, say hi, like.
Is that your form of, oh, I'm with my dad? Is that what it
Yeah,
means?
yeah.
What are you doing?
It's
You snap
like
a picture of
because
me?
you're snapping like throughout the day, or like most people like they snap throughout the day what you're doing. And like, oh, I'm just saying my dad's with me right now.
Do you think by doing these streaks with certain individuals, does that build your guys' relationship? And does it make your bond stronger? Or
There's just no point to it. Like, okay, there's not like a specific like one way answer because it just depends on the people. Like sometimes you can just snap like for no reason and not text, but then some people I like text a lot just to snap.
now, does the person on the other side always want to receive these things? And what happens if they don't?
They don't snap them.
Like, I'm just curious. Like, let's just say I was in your guys' world today and you're snapping me and I just, like, this is stupid. I don't want to snap back. What happens?
You leave them unopened.
And then what does the other person on the side feel? Do you eventually like, oh, you're not my friend?
I mean, yeah, like someone left me unopened. I'm unadding them.
What?
Yeah, like you didn't like. There's no point in having them. They didn't respond back.
So there is a pressure thing to this.
No, it's just like if you don't snap, that means you don't want to snap them anymore.
So you would unadd him. You're no longer my friend, buddy.
Unsnap,
Unsnap.
unsnap.
Oh, okay. So it's just unsnap. You guys are not cutting ties because you guys are not snapping back and forth.
Depends on the situation.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't think you understand. So
I don't. I definitely don't. I mean, I don't know. It just feels like it's almost like a strange mechanism for control, almost in a weird way.
control.
Yeah, like, oh, like you feel pressured. Like I gotta snap this person back, or else they're gonna unadd me or something.
I mean, some people, if you don't respond fast enough or you just leave them undelivered, they're just gonna unadd you.
Okay, so let's talk about other social media, TikToks. I mean, I guess TikTok reels are kind of similar to what I do with YouTube. You know, I
TikTok
watch,
reels. Oh yeah.
like, I see you're constantly scrolling on TikTok. Tell me a little bit about that. What is it? Do you do that more entertainment, self growth?
Self growth. I don't get that. I mean, actually, sometimes I like gym stuff and like
Yeah, that's self growth, I guess.
and career stuff like lawyer path, business path. Like I get some of that, but it's mainly just like it's food. Okay, it depends on your algorithm, but mine's mainly food, relationships, like cute like relationship things to do, and babies and like relatable stuff.
Mm-hmm. So, do you think that you guys are not balancing your time and doing too much of that? And, I'm pretty sure me and your mom have kind of yelled at you before and be like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you always on your phone? Like, since that's such a part of you guys' life now, how does it feel that we kind of don't understand it completely?
I mean, mom's on TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, mom's on TikTok. I'm on, YouTube. But there's definitely limits to what we do. We're not like 24/7 like you.
I think that's amazing because, like, I mean, like, a lot of people are, like, really addicted to, like, TikTok. They love TikTok. It's just like Netflix, basically.
Okay, but how do you, I mean, what kind of mechanism do you guys have to limit yourself to, you know, not being overboard, right?
We don't.
Do you ever think about that? Like, do you guys ever like us as parents, we look at that and we're like, hey, that's a little unhealthy. Do you see that as unhealthy, or do you see that as
Oh,
perfectly normal?
definitely. I think my friends will always say, like, "Oh my gosh, I can't stop getting off TikTok. Like, we need to lock in on work," and then we don't.
Okay, then what do you guys do about it?
Nothing.
So as parents, do you think that it's wrong of us to try to protect you from the overusage of social media?
By putting screen time limits?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes if that's what it takes.
No, they're not wrong for that. I don't think so.
Are you sure?
No, okay, you're not wrong. But, like, we don't want you to do that.
Let me ask you this. If you were a parent and you saw your child constantly on social media, streaking every step of her life, would you be concerned?
It's hard because in the generation we're in now, it's like a routine set that everybody does.
Okay. Well, I don't understand that, but I'm just asking you, if you were the parent and you saw your child like constantly doing that, like how would you feel and how would you react?
Like, if I was born in your generation?
No, it could be this generation.
Well, born in my generation,
let's just
I would
say
if born in my generation, I would understand why they're doing that.
you would understand, but then,
Okay, I guess I would be like, "Okay, you don't need to spend, like, 24/7 on it."
and if they were, what would you do?
Okay, but no one spends 24/7 on it. Like, they're not waiting for them to snap back, like, looking at it.
Well,
Did they snap
if
yet?
it's not that, then it would be on TikTok. So then if you add it all up, you are,
That's
and
pretty bad, yeah.
some kids I can imagine at least every hour of their day is
That's pretty
somewhat.
bad. No, but most people just do it as a time like, as a way to pass time.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
What about the type of content? Because I know I get down on you a lot on this too, right? Because I don't mind social media. I actually believe social media is kind of unique, coming from, being raised, without telephone, right? We didn't have telephone, we didn't have social media. And ever since there's been the internet, right? I mean, I feel like there's so much free information in the world, and I love it, right? There's not a day that goes by that I'm not on YouTube. But the difference for me is I'm on YouTube learning something, right? Whether if it's
No, I like
giving myself knowledge on politics, finance, or
No, me
whatever it
too.
may be. I that's the type of content that I consume. What about your content and the type of content that you consume? And do
You know, some of
you
that is that. I get a lot of college admission stuff, like, oh, how to get in, what this kid does. I read a lot of, like, sample essays from colleges and the people that got into those colleges.
what about all the dancing stuff that looks like it's about 90% of what you watch? I see a lot of
Um,
dancing stuff.
yeah, there's a lot of
Tell the
dancing.
audience about that. Like
It's
what's
just, like, trends, I think, like, dancing to a song, short form dancing.
mm-hmm. And then,
What's wrong with that?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but if you watch it like all day, then there's something wrong with it, in my opinion. I'm like, what are you doing? Why do you keep watching somebody dance?
Because there are so many different dances, learning the different trends and
Sometimes it's like one trend, and that's what they do the whole time.
oh, yeah, a lot of the trends are just, like,
Different people
the
doing
same
the same thing.
yeah, there's, like, all the dances are basically, like, replicas with the new step added.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how do parents connect with their kids nowadays where, that's all they do, kind of, right? I mean, the days of going out and, I remember growing up, grandpa used to play basketball with me, or we go in the front yard and we just throw a ball back and forth. It feels like, I'm
I
sure
would still love to do that.
I'm pretty sure there are parents that still do that, but it just
Yeah.
feels like it's so much less, right? There's so much technology now that kids kind of prefer technology. How do you, infuse a little bit of that more and put the phone down? Or is that something that it's, or do you think parents have to come into the teenagers generation and kind of do a little bit of that?
Both. I think kids would love to like play sports, watch movies, bake with their parents. I think those are like possible options you can do, I guess. You can create TikToks with your parents. That's what I asked you to do. But you don't want to do
I
it.
don't know if you noticed, but I do this one thing. I do it purposefully.
Do what?
You notice I always send, motivational videos to you, self-learning motivations.
I don't even open half of them.
Oh, that's why. That's why. Because, okay, so this is what I do. I don't know if other parents do that, but I see the content that she consumes and it bugs me. So what I do is I purposely try to send her daily motivational stuff. Anytime, the moment I hear like, oh, Dad, I want to learn about real estate. And I start sending you
I get like 30
all
videos.
of these videos on real estates and, how to flip Airbnb and all of this stuff, hoping that I can change her algorithm so that's all
That's
she
why you
sees.
do it. That's not
Well,
enough content for.
I do that purposely so that you can,
I
in
know
my
you're just
brain,
sending it to me.
I'm like, if she opens enough of this, that's probably what she's gonna see because I understand how social media
No, yeah, a
works.
lot of the things you send, I just get more of that. I'm like, why am I having all of this?
So, after a while, I noticed you weren't watching it, so I was like, I need you to hit that like button to let me know that you watched it.
Oh my gosh.
So does it spam your feed with all the information that I
It's
try?
not enough.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think I watch more of what I like, that it gives me more of that.
So then it does
knows.
work, but then you outwatch your kids'
Yeah,
content so
yeah.
that it just overrides all the algorithm that I put in there.
Nah, completely.
Jeez. I mean, it's crazy. It's tough. But if I wanted you to, consume more stuff, would you be willing or like, if parents had, an issue with all the, I don't know, entertainment stuff, how would a parent get their child to consume the good things that are online and balance it out a little bit?
That's on social media, or you just mean in general?
Yeah, like social media, general, whatever content that you guys consuming on whichever app.
I mean, you could set time, like if you want to learn something, I guess. But like, I would have to like search that up. I would do if I wanted to learn something. I'd go to YouTube though.
Hmm. So you,
TikTok's just like entertainment, just like how Netflix is.
but TikTok doesn't have to be only for entertainment, right?
But that's what TikTok is made for.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure your mom watches, whatever it is that she finds helpful that she wants to learn about. It's not all about internet. I never see your mom. She's on TikTok, but I don't ever see her watching, the young people dancing and stuff.
She has gym motivation
All the
stuff.
stuff that she sends me, it's always about, oh, what they cook for their baby, what they, right now she's like, because Elena's only 10 months, so she's like constantly watching of all the different things
No,
mothers
okay.
do to cook.
Sometimes she gets what I get. Like sometimes she gets dances and she sends me this.
So she doesn't send it to me.
There's a popular person on TikTok, a popular influencer, and she actually sent me her and it was like, oh, I really like her hair and her pants.
So she does like fashion and stuff. Yeah, I would imagine fashion is cool too, right? It's like, if you learning
Who was the
something.
girl dancing? She just pointed that out of that specific person.
Mm.
But I think the reason why mom doesn't go on TikTok a lot is because she gets those type of content and not my content.
So, but how does it make you feel though if I like kind of always put it down like social media is, you're wasting your time and all of that stuff? Do you kind of pull away a little bit, or are you kind of like you know what, this guy just doesn't understand?
No, like I agree. Like when you say, obviously when you say like wasting my time, I agree. But I think it's like kind of like an addiction. Like it's kind of hard to just put it down.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, at the end of the day, that's I'm sure that's all parents fear is you consume either the wrong content or you're just so addicted to it that you can't function or do anything else. Um, so then there's always that battle between I would say parents trying to protect their teenagers versus controlling, right? What would you say, where are we at? Do you think I'm super strict on that, or you don't think so? Or
No, yeah, you are. I'm pretty sure you were like, I'm gonna delete that app, and like you were so happy on my birthday, because that's when the TikTok ban was, you were so happy. Like, oh my gosh, you were like, yes, she's not gonna go on it anymore. I was so sad. I was so sad. I was like,
I'm not gonna lie, I was actually pretty happy when I heard TikTok was about to be banned. I was
yeah, I
like,
know,
yes,
because I came.
God is good.
Like, you remember when I came out of speech and debate, I wasn't feeling well because, like, I didn't do well on my rounds, and then we were going home, and I was like, TikTok was supposed to be, like, my way to get away, like, not think about it. I mean, sometimes it's, like, kind of annoying because, like, when I'm trying to get away from my situation, TikTok's, like, listening to me, and they know what I'm, like, feeling or, like, talking about with other people, so they put that on my feed. But, okay, I was using it to get away, and then I was like, "Shoot, the freaking ban." It's like, and I was like, that just made me so much more mad.
And what you just said right now too, it's pretty crazy because, I honestly believe that with social media, Facebook, and all of that, it is actually pretty scary. Like I've experienced the same thing where sometimes you're talking, me and your mom is talking about something, and then all of a sudden you open up your apps and then it's in your face. They're
I know.
advertising. Like, so somebody's listening to you, right? So imagine the power of manipulation if somebody was able to, I don't know, so that's why social media is such a sensitive topic where it's like we understand that kids needs it, they you know, but we have to protect you, right? We
Like, the
gotta,
sharing content.
we gotta be like, what the heck is she, viewing and things like that. Do you mind if we kind of know the type of content that you watch, or do you
Yeah, you
you
can
don't care?
watch it with me. I'll pull it up. You want to watch it with me right now?
No, I'm
We
good.
can watch some dances.
I'm good.
It's
No.
it's nothing bad.
Okay. So, if you had some advices for, the audience on, you know, uh, if they had a teenager that is just so consumed with social media, like what should they do? Like, should they find a way to just connect and step into their world, or do you think they should control it a little bit and put some, rules and regulation when it comes to social media?
I mean, if you're caring about the content that they're consuming and you're not happy with what they're watching, I mean, you could do what you do, send content, change the algorithm, I guess is what you've been doing.
But you said it doesn't even work because you don't even watch it half the time.
I think that depends on the type of person you are. Like, some people, they just, like, search up those type of things. Like, when I'm free, like, I actually do search up those type of things. Like, oh, when I wanna
So,
learn.
do you find some of my content like useful and good at all, or do
No, of
you?
course, but it's like, that's, like, learning time, it's not entertainment.
But it's not constant. Like, you're just like, I don't need this 100% of the time. I just need that sometimes.
Yeah, like, when I'm thinking about something, I have a question, I'll probably search it up on TikTok, maybe a little tutorial on TikTok, like, even hair tutorials, like, oh, even how to do makeup, like, I'm searching on TikTok. I feel like that is pretty helpful, maybe not in the type of way that you might find helpful, but I feel like if you wanted to learn something like real estate, you'll just, like, set a time for that to go on YouTube for that, not TikTok.
Do you think social media kind of shape who you are though? Do you feel that your confidence, who you are, the type of person that you are, is a little bit social media driven, or no?
Definitely, like, shaping my identity. Um, I mean, yeah, I feel like what I see is also, mm, I don't want to say what I am, but it's like, it influenced me in a certain way when I see people doing things. I'm just like, okay, like, like, if I see somebody, okay, I see a TikTok, I see someone from Ohio, and they're doing an internship at a legal firm, and I'm like, "Oh, wow, that's cool." Like, that kinda influenced me to do the same, Like, look, and I read the comments, they're like, "Oh, where'd you get that internship? How did you get that internship? What did you email to get that internship?" And I'm still, like, absorbing that type of content, and I feel like that could influence me in a way, but I don't think, like, you were saying, like,
What happened if they had, I mean, obviously, I think, I guess maybe we're lucky that we have you kind of looking at certain contents that are actually beneficial if you're talking about internship and things like that. What about the teenagers that are consuming content that maybe might not be such good influence? I know there's tons of fighting stuff and,
I don't get that.
like there's a lot of those type of stuff, right?
I think people just, like, people I mean, like, I know some people, like, they get that type of content. I think it's more for the laughs and giggles. Like, they're not gonna copy that. I would think.
You would be surprised, right? I mean, I think there's a reason why there's a lot of copycat criminals out there, right? I mean,
Yeah,
that's a
like
real
a lot of
thing.
people just following the trends.
They copy. I mean, there was trends. I mean, what was it? There was a trend about eating laundry detergent soap or something, and people
Oh
got
my
sick.
gosh, that was such a while ago.
There's a lot of those crazy stuff. I mean, and we see that, and we're like, oh.
Yeah, I don't get that. I've heard of it. I don't get that, and I don't think I would copy that to do it for a trend. But there's some people that just do things for the views of it.
Do you think growing up, our relationship has been affected in any way because of social media? Whether I don't know how to connect with you, or like I said, I'm always constantly putting it down. Like, do you feel that it affects our relationship?
You putting it down doesn't bother me until you do something about it. You actually limit my social media. Then I would kind of be like, give me back my social media.
Well, I mean, I only limit it when it affects your academic, but I don't think I've ever just like, oh, I don't like the content that you're consuming. You
Yeah,
can't do this,
I don't
right?
feel like you do that.
I would talk shit. Oh, oops, I don't know if I should be cussing, but I would be like, dude, what the heck? This is silly.
No, yeah.
Why do you do this?
I don't think that affects me. Actually, I don't know, because when I make videos for fun with my friends, they're like stupid. Why are you guys dancing like that? And I'm just like, I guess it kind of puts me down because like I like doing those dances and I enjoy that. But I don't think like watching it and you laughing at me, you laugh at me on a daily basis. But I think for the question where you're like, does it affect our relationship? I feel like sometimes, very rarely, I choose social media over like hanging with you guys. Like I guess like if mom and you are watching a movie and you're like, Alyssa, come join us, like let's watch. I don't like sometimes, again, rarely. I don't want to and I'm like on social media and I like that time to myself.
Interesting.
And I send you guys funny things too, but you guys don't watch it.
I used to watch it until I started seeing the same thing over and over and over, and I'm like, didn't she just send me this with a different person? Like, I don't like why? What is the purpose? What am I getting out of this?
I think it's funny.
You think it's funny?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. I mean, would you like me to be more involved, in that type of content to relate to you better, or do you think
Yeah.
because I'm not
Yes.
some stop it, or do you think because I don't consume that type of stuff, you automatically think, oh,
I mean, because
you
like
guys don't
sometimes there's
understand?
just things going on, and I'm like, I try to explain to you the situation, like, oh my god, this happened, blah blah, like, this is so funny, blah blah, and I feel like you guys don't care because you don't relate to it, because you only care about like the growth type content. But that's why I try to find, I try to send you guys things that are like funny and that's going on, and I'm like, oh my god, apparently this girl, like, remember I told you about how like, oh, this girl was being abused by her mother and she's forcing her to do all this stuff, and then like I told her mom, she didn't care. You were bored, so of course you listened, but that's like the type of content I'm observing. Like sometimes it's just like about like influencers' life, and I'm like telling you about that, and you're like, why are you
Well, I
caring?
mean, that one, it was kind of interesting to me because there's a psychological thing to learn from something like that, right? So those type of content I don't
But
really
like,
mind,
but
right?
like, okay, but
But
like,
I think we were able to hold a conversation on that one. I was like,
but
oh, this I knew this person that was same
yeah.
situation,
Oh,
right?
and they're friends. Yeah, I told you that. But like for mom, she didn't listen. She was just on her phone, and I guess like when I can't talk about my things, it's really hard for me to hold conversations with her. And then same vice versa. Like when she tells me things, it's like very hard for me to listen and like kind of like respond in that.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I don't know, with for us, at the end of the day, for us parents, I mean, we want to make sure that you're always safe, right? You're always consuming content that is going to nurture your mind in the positive way. Hopefully that you can learn, hopefully that you can understand that, okay, it's a tool that I can use to grow myself. Because, man, I mean, with social media and the internet nowadays, there's nothing that you can ever say that you can't do, right?
So you think of using social media more as a tool than as entertainment?
For sure, for sure. Like, I mean, when I'm talking to my employees at work, I mean, anybody who tell me they don't know how to do something or complain about a training or something, I'm like, dude, you know, you suck. Like
I
everything's on
agree.
YouTube. You want to fix a toilet, go on YouTube. You want to change the oil for your car, go on. You want to build a cabinetry,
No, I
go
agree.
on
That's
YouTube.
that's what I said, like, about learning, like, different types of makeup from different people. Like, you know, I'm learning those type of stuff.
You know, and I'm pretty sure there's ton of content on you know, academic. If you want to learn chemistry,
Oh my gosh, there's so
you
much,
know,
like,
math,
there's
whatever, it's up there, right?
there's so
That's the
much
content that I
SAT.
was like, okay, consume that to the most.
No, yeah, a lot of my feed is actually, like, SAT, because like you said, like, they kinda know what's going on in my life already. So, like, there's sometimes they're feeding me SAT questions, and then, like, sometimes, like, I watch it. Sometimes I, like, just save it and I watch it later, but I don't go back to it.
Well, I mean, you kind of know. I mean, this, you know, lately we've been kind of, I guess, trading, right, a little bit. I can't believe it myself, but I had to break down and um, do some dances with Alyssa, you know, specifically for this podcast. How does that make you feel when
I love it, but
I'm
sometimes
trying
you
to do
don't
it,
try, though. You
bro?
said
It is so
it
embarrassing.
takes him a while. Like, I have to, like, convince him. I'm like, "Okay, Dad, it's just, like, 4 simple steps. You ready? You're gonna do this, this," and he's just looking at me with a straight face, like,
I don't know, man. You know, I grew up as an athlete, and you know, those are things that we just don't do. I don't know how kids are these days, but it's just embarrassing.
"Let's do it."
I don't.
You should see their TikToks. They be doing it.
I don't know what this world is becoming to, but you know, for our household, I do try. You know, I think, you know, I feel like, you know, I can sense it that, you know, sometimes when I'm more involved in that way, it does help the relationship. It kind of shows you that I'm willing to, and hopefully that when I push my type of content on you, hopefully that you take it and you say, hey, you know, it's not half as bad, you know. So
I
it's
love
kind
your
of like,
content. Maybe I don't watch it all the time, but I love your content. I don't think you like my content, though, but you just do it.
I mean, I know you share my content around, right? I mean, I've heard it before where you're like, oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. But I kinda, like, make fun of you for it. But, like, I I kinda, like, I screenshot it and I post on my stories, and I'm like, "Guys, look at what he's making me watch."
to use my content as your content, just to
Yeah.
crack joke. What? There's nothing wrong with it. Every morning I
No,
like
it's
to send
funny.
you a motivational thing so that it wakes your brain up. It makes you motivated for the day.
No, it's fun.
Positivity. I mean, I love that. You know, when I'm driving to work, I always put on something positive because it gets your mindset in the right direction. Yeah. So I mean, I whenever I'm doing that, that's usually when you see me sending it to you, because I'm listening it to myself, right?
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes
Sometimes I swear he doesn't even watch it, though. He just sends it to me. He probably just searches up in the search bar, content about this, like, depending on how I'm feeling to, like, cheer me up. And I'm like, "Did you even watch it yourself?"
yeah, sometimes I don't. Yeah, sometimes I use that as a, you know, a way to cheer you up for sure, right? I know if you're going through some certain trials and tribulations in your life, I'm like, you know what? Let's send a good message. Sometimes I feel like it's better to send it from, you know, a person speaking than myself, you know. So, you know, I don't know if you watch it or not,
I
but
do.
you know, so that's how I manage, you know, and that's how I use social media. So I figured, you know what I mean, pass it along, and hopefully, um, you know, those type of things can encourage you the way that it encourages me.
Yeah, it does.
So, you know, I think we're at about that time already. So based on this, you know, episode, you know, it sounds to me like, you know, there's not much we can do as parents, right? To control, you know, the type of content or in social media, how that shapes your kid's life. I think the best thing you can do is trying to be more involved in one way or another to make sure that, you know, you guys can still build a relationship where they can be open about, you know, whatever the content that they're intaking and why, you know, so I think this episode, I mean, I guess I still don't understand the shriek stuff, but hey, whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah, I know how you can understand it. Just open a Snapchat account and do streaks with me.
Nuh-uh.
Mom has Snapchat. She doesn't.
You won't catch me doing that. That's too much.
Oh, and there's filters on it.
Takes too much time. And yeah, that filter stuff, well, I'm not even gonna get into that. Some of the pictures you take with me with bunny ears and lipsticks, nah, I'm good.
Oh, it's so funny, guys.
Well, All right. So until the next episode, hopefully you guys enjoyed that one and got something out of it.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning into Parenting Untapped. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to follow and subscribe wherever you listen so you don't miss the next one. Want to gain even more valuable insights into understanding and connecting with your teens? Then head on over to parentinguntapped.com and subscribe to our email list for exclusive updates. Until next time, see you later.